my name is Sif.
My name is Julie.
We're from Denmark, we're students and we normally live in Copenhagen, but right now we are having 1 week in Vienna. And so today what we are going to cook is a very traditional everyday dish in the Danish kitchen.
Really old dish.
Yeah, like it's what your grandma would serve to you. So it's in Danish, it's called frikadeller med kartofler og rødkålssalat. In English that would be meatballs with boiled potatoes and red cabbage salad. And so we have the potato, it needs to be peeled and cooked. And so what you need is some onions, some meat, some margarine to peel, and some margarine to cook it in, some cabbage, red cabbage, important, quite Danish, walnuts, flour, something else, I don't remember the English term for it, oranges,
bread crumbles is
bread crumbles, right, and oatmeal, and then a bit of milk with the meat. Then you have to make them for meatballs, I'll show you later, and olive oil, balsamico, and maybe another kind of balsamico for the seasoning of the salad. Yes, that's basically it. Okay, so first step is because these, normally you would do it with like spring potatoes, that's super good, maybe a sparks potatoes, that's really nice. And Denmark is like a potato country, so you want to do that. But then these needs to be peeled. So I'm gonna start making the meatballs, and what you need to start with is slicing up the onions. It's gonna be small pieces, so everybody hopefully will like the meatballs. Yeah. And you can see the amount of meat kind of fits with the amount of onions. So I would say for this much meat I would use 4 eggs. So normally in Denmark we would use half, what is that called in English, pig's meat, and half veal. So, but never ever do this only with pig's meat, because I've tried and it smells terrible and it tastes terrible. Here is oatmeal. It's difficult to say it in like how many pounds of this to use. I just like use as much as I feel. Like when you have finished the mixing of the meat and all the other ingredients, and that's where I'm gonna add the flour is important, yeah, but not too much flour, and then some of this because that
bread crumbles
that adds crispiness, and then we have milk, and like I just kind of poured whatever I feel like. Still, you can always add more. So I'll just start mixing it all together, and I need salt and pepper, pretty important. Yeah.
The meatballs looks good.
Well, I haven't really started to form as anything yet.
They're gonna be boiled?
No, for God's sake, no. Hopefully my grandma wouldn't be super disappointed with me when I'm done with this. Because she's like pretty strict about her meatballs, like they have to be like they always are, and I mean we have all tried. My mom had tried a lot of times, but nobody can make meatballs as her. That's just a fact. Yes,
actually,
yes.
In Turkey, if you mix it with the hand, it's better.
I'm going to.
Why you don't do it right now?
Because this is the way I was taught. I don't ask questions. I just do it the way I learned how to do it. And as you can see, there's some of the potatoes are getting a bit up from the water, but that's because you don't want too much water in it, because otherwise it will take years about boiling. Then we add some salt. You want plenty of salt, not too much, not too little. That's fine. Yeah, and like as you can see, we have sliced the potatoes in smaller size. So these are the sizes that you want when you're dealing with that kind of big potatoes.
Okay, so then we put the
Cover on. Yeah, super.
In the meanwhile, while Sif is making meatball, I'm gonna cut this red cabbage in just in slices. I cut the bottom off, and the slices has to be rather thin.
Okay, so I'll look at the meat because I'm happy with it. Some people might do it with the hands as well. I don't because I'm that lazy. And also because my father's family do it like this. My mother's family do it another way. So I now have 2 spoons. And because you can really see the texture of it like that. And also you don't need as much as like things to keep it together when you make it with grounded beef like this, because it will stick better together. So this is the size you want it. It's the size of it. Yeah, we have margarine, and you can see the pan is super hot. You can also see that there's like plenty of margarine. And so I basically just put it on. Then like I just want to fill the pan so that the cooking goes a bit quicker.
I've been like only for 10 days in Japan, but I literally I learned it even there something new, so it was really something
nice.
And it has to be in really small pieces because it's like a bit thick, so it has to be really small or thin. So I don't know if it's actually best to put it this way.
And you can turn and make the other one.
Yeah, great. There's like so much meat.
And you can't eat like this, so you cut it this way and then you just cut down to
between
here.
like making these and then just regular meatballs is that meatballs you actually want to have brown. These you don't want to dress, and you're like, oh, what do you think about the dress?
So the middle you don't use, right?
Yeah, the middle you don't use, but you can use like everything around it. So like like this or
Great.
something.
It's like you've done it before. You have something with a bit higher thing around it. You know what I mean? So that they don't fall out.
I know.
And you want to put it there. Then the ones in the middle get.
I need to put some like spoon. Okay, I just gonna toss this around so it's.
I've never had like Dilla and opera before. It was like super weird things.
It's a good company. It's
not
really
like exactly
sweet
fine
Denmark.
cuisine, but like.
So now I'm gonna cut the oranges.
Is this
Okay.
beautiful? Don't it get like really hot out here in summer?
No,
No?
I don't know.
Oh mio bambino caro, mi piace bello andare in poletta rossa a comprare anello.
So good.
Like, I'm just gonna you can have like
music
orange
orange.
and there's going to be more.
Automobilo, tre automobilo, vier automobilo.
Go in.
Yeah.
And just half of
Important part of Germany.
here and half here. Sauce now again.
Ave Maria.
Balsamico,
Yes.
honey,
Can you sing it for me?
Maybe
Salt
with a little
and pepper.
so that they're
And I started putting some just like a deciliter or something. Yes.
because there's like so much meat, so there are going to be oh yeah, and the potatoes have finally started boiling, so that's like
Balsamico.
actually I'll
Okay.
just test
And I'm just like,
it. Yeah, that's gonna take time. So yeah, in an oven that would be I'm most grateful for that.
just try to mix the honey. Maybe if you have some vinegar, a bit of vinegar, not that much, just a little bit.
2 spoons, right?
Yeah, two like spoons like this.
Please, job. I was like, did you leave
No,
your
yeah,
cup?
I just
That is
had
not
to take off my clothes. Because,
Okay, and then I
It is
just
so
mix it.
goddamn hot.
I mean, hot kitchen, hot girls, hot Danish. You know, it is
And a bit
too
of
much for me.
Singing as well.
Yeah.
Classical music.
I think it's
okay.
pepper.
Was she okay with
Pepper.
it?
Pepper. And not that much, it's just
Okay, did she seem happy when you were finished with the interview?
She seems to be very happy.
I'm sure.
okay, and then I'll just
Cool, then I don't need to
Just go in the salad?
interview you like in the secret.
Not this kind of interview. What has happened with that one?
Yeah, it's like that.
finished.
Okay, and what the rest of the sauce?
I don't. If it's not enough
you know
dressing,
what?
I put some
Right
more.
now, pouring the water off because they already got too much. You don't want to do that, really. Potatoes are ready. You can see here. The frikadella is ready already, and they need salt. But that is why. But that is because in Denmark you don't really season things that much. I mean, yes, we have great kitchens. Yes, we have New Nordic. This is not New Nordic. This is just as we normally do it. And my grandma doesn't really use that much seasoning in any way. So, as you can see, it's like brown with another color of brown. But luckily, we do have the salad. Yeah, so we decided to make this into mashed potatoes. It's also like super Danish, but what you need to do is basically, because the potatoes are already so cooked, so you do like this with all of the potatoes, and then you add melted. It doesn't necessarily have to be melted, but it is in this case. You just use a lot of butter, basically. Yeah, and more butter. And you don't want to, like, we have these really famous chefs, TV chefs in Denmark, and their slogan is always use enough butter. In Danish, it's rigeligt smør. And they're really great, and they're called Brune Prise. They're really funny. One of them got fat.
Mashed potatoes now?
Yes.
Really good. I love them.
Alright, do you have any recommendations for mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Like how to do it?
No, it's okay in the way you do it.
I'm happy about that.
Yes, very good.
I just need salt and pepper.
Pepper.
It's white pepper. Good?
So,
Or?
I think it's better when you put the pans away from the oven.
Yeah, take it. Just a minute. Where's white pepper?
Danke. And white pepper.
No, don't use white pepper.
I just did. I should have used black pepper. Oh, not pepper at all. I get it. Yeah, that's done.
Okay.
Yep.
So
So should we serve it or will you serve it?
we serve it.
Yes.
Thank you.
I will put. We have a lot of salad.
Yeah. Enough salad. That's great. So friends, please sit down.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. We need more salt. Yeah.
Salt existence young emotions.
I think it's nice.
Zaraz, no,